Hi, I'm Coop. Welcome to my kitchen, where I'd like to share some food and tips that have helped me and my family enjoy the way we eat healthy. Today, I will be making a chicken cauliflower rice one-pot meal made for a family of 4. And my ingredients include 3 chicken breasts, which I will brown and then cut, 2 medium sweet onions, which will be diced, 340 grams or 12 ounces of mixed vegetables. This was a frozen bag, but feel free to use whatever vegetables you like and about the same weight. 680 grams or 24 ounces of cauliflower rice, which I also get in frozen bags from my grocery store, and 1 large can of diced tomatoes, which weighs 794 grams or about 28 ounces. For the raw ingredients, first, lightly salt the chicken breast, which weighs 819 grams or about 29 ounces on both sides. I use kosher salt, but use whatever salt you like. For the onions, first slice off the bottom and then halve each onion. Then peel. It's alright if you peel off more than the first layer. With my onions peeled, I horizontally slice across the onion from bottom to top. Then make vertical cuts down the length of the onion. Now cut them widthwise. I was looking for smaller dices, but dice them to whatever size you like. When preparing more than 1 onion, it's easier to perform your horizontal slices and vertical cuts before dicing. With my onions diced, I weigh them out. It is important to know the weight of your raw ingredients so that you can calculate the amount of calories. These weigh 421 grams or about 15 ounces. For pre-packaged ingredients, check the nutrition label to find the calorie count of what is inside, and then add all of the calories together to get your total calories inside of your dish. To prepare the spice mix, I'm using 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder because my family and I really like the taste of garlic. Half a teaspoon of cayenne. This will not make the dish spicy, but will give it a little zing. Next, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of paprika because that is the main flavor for this dish. To round out my spice mix, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds and 1 teaspoon of dried basil. I also like to add fresh ground black pepper to taste. With my spice mix prepared, I am now ready to head over to the stove. To cook the meal, over medium-high heat, in a Dutch oven or large pot, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, heating until the oil moves about freely. This makes it easier to brown the chicken, which will be done on both sides. It is easier to brown larger pieces of meat than the smaller previously cut up sizes, especially in smaller pots and pans. Once my chicken is browned, I remove the breast from the pot and reduce the heat to medium and add the onions. The onion should release enough liquid to deglaze the pan. Deglazing makes it easier to scrape the fond or stuck on chicken off the bottom of the pan. The fond will help make sure there is a chicken flavor throughout the whole dish. After taking the chicken to the cutting board, come back to the stove to check on the onions. Before adding any other ingredients, now is a good time to scrape up any fond that is still stuck to the bottom of the pan. Once the onions are fragrant, I'm going to add my herbs and spices. I'm going to toast my spice mix, so I check to see if I need more oil, which I do. I add 1 teaspoon of olive oil and then add my entire mix and stir into the onions after a few seconds. This keeps the spices from burning. Toasting the dried herbs and spices allows them to add more of their flavor to the dish. Now stir in half a tablespoon of tomato paste to have a richer tomato sauce flavor on the plate. Next, I add the cauliflower rice soon after incorporating the tomato paste to keep the inks from burning. Cauliflower rice, especially frozen, releases a lot of liquid. I find the cauliflower rice tastes better when it is still firm, so I want to cook it with no extra liquid in the pot till most of the water it has released has evaporated. Cauliflower rice is a good substitute for rice and pasta since it takes on the flavor of the whole dish, so make sure you use enough seasoning. Take this time to break up any big chunks. Mix in the cauliflower rice until it is all the same color, which means that every bit has some of the spice mix on it. If you are hesitant to serve cauliflower rice to your friends and family, ask them to try the dish before telling them what's in it. My family was not used to eating cauliflower rice, and were unsure if they really liked it the first time I made it for them, because the texture was not the same as rice, which is what they expected. If you are unsure if you like cauliflower rice after first making it, don't give up! As I have made more cauliflower rice dishes, it has become a favorite rice substitute for my family. Keep on experimenting. Once all of my cauliflower rice is the same color, I'm going to stir in my can of diced tomatoes, and then reduce the heat to medium-low so that it simmers while I cut my chicken. To cut the chicken, I have sliced my chicken breast lengthwise and then will chop them into more manageable pieces. This makes sure there is enough chicken for everyone. The chicken is not fully cooked through, which is alright. It will be added back into the pot, where it will fully cook and take on the flavor of the dish. Going back to the stove, I add the cut chicken back to the pot, turning up the heat to medium and then waiting for the chicken to cook through, checking often to make sure nothing burns and to see how the chicken is doing. Once the chicken is cooked through, add in the mixed vegetables. Since these are small pieces, they will cook pretty quick. Turning down the heat to low, you can cook this dish to your desired level. I've waited for the dish to cool down so that I can get the best weight measurement possible. The weight changes as the food releases steam. I have also previously weighed my pot so that I don't have to worry about transferring it to a different bowl just to be weighed. Make sure to note down your weight. This whole meal weighed around 2,933 grams or 103.5 ounces, and now it is ready to be served. Thanks for stopping by. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. You can check out my Instagram at in_coops_kitchen. Now go make some great tasting food.